Hey guys, this is Frankie and I'm going to show you how to make your very own doggy hoodie. First you're going to need sweatshirt fleece type of fabric. You're going to need stick pins, scissors, Simplicity 2755 pattern, and matching thread. You're going to lay your fabric down using your grain line. To be more specific, if you're using sweatshirt type of fleece, a sweatshirting type of material, you want to make sure that the grain line is going up and down or vertically. And also I have a little how the instructions have you lay it out. Now these are all cut out. I'm doing a color block because I feel like it's more interesting. This way you can also express maybe your favorite sports colors or anything like that, or maybe school colors. Now we're going to sew a V-stitch at the center front. Now that you stitch this, you're going to clip this down the center front. This is going to help you when you're sewing on the hood so it doesn't have any weird gathers and you can sew and move the fabric as you need. Now here we're sewing up the shoulder seams. And I'm using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Here I'm just showing you how they look sewn up. Now here we're going to be attaching the cuff to the bottom of the sleeve. As you notice, the cuff doesn't go all the way to the end. That's because we're going to need to stretch the cuff to make it fit. So you fold the cuff over in half and you stretch it and when you sew it down. I basically pinned the notches together and then kind of stretched it gradually so that you're not like overstretching it and you make sure your notches meet where they're supposed to meet. Here I'm just showing you the cuff attached to the bottom of the sleeve. Now on your sleeve you're supposed to make a little mark. This mark is going to go to the seam on the shoulder. Now we're just sewing the top part of the sleeve into the top part of the shoulder. The sleeve also has a little bit of an ease, and you have to make sure you gradually sew it in so it's not like you have unwanted gathers going on. If you want to, you can put maybe a little bit of a gathering stitch to kind of help you out, but what I ended up doing was just leaving the sleeve as is, but the shoulder, the burgundy fabric, stretching that a little bit to help the ease fit into the sleeve. And right here I like to, if you're not serging it, I like to split the seam open so I can sew over top of it so it's not a whole bunch of excess bulky fabric in that section. Just matching the dot to the seam. Now this is the portion where you have to kind of ease it in a little bit. Here I'm just showing you how I sewed the sleeve into the armhole. Right here we're doing the hood. This is basically going to be the top that's going to be over the face or closer to the face. You're just basically going to fold it over and you're going to iron it down. This is going to help you keep the line more consistent or the thickness more consistent. Now we're sewing up the back of the hood. Now we're basically putting in the hood of the jacket. I'm just showing you it all pinned up. Just make sure that when you do the front you overlap. The instructions say base stitch, but I didn't base stitch, I just pinned it in place. If you feel that you need a base stitch, you can go ahead and add that. Make sure you have your notches matched up and that you have good side to good side before you start stitching it down. Time to stitch. And I didn't show it here, but I did do back stitches when I sewed this. Now it's shaping up, looking like something. So right now we have to sew up the sides and add the bottom band. Just make sure you do good side to good side. And make sure you match up your notches and your seams. And stitch it all the way down. Now, the seams are not really that clean finished. If you don't like it this way, I have another version. You can do it this way. You can already sew the cuff, fold it in half, sew part of the sleeve, and just attach it to each other. So this way is more clean finished on the cuff. If you have a serger, then you don't have to worry about this and you can just serge the whole thing and have it clean finished. But if you're not, this is another way you can clean finish. Just a reminder, good side to good side. And you're still going to be stretching the cuff a little bit to make sure that it fits. here's the sleeve all finished up. This is version 2. If you look inside, it's more clean finished. Now we have to attach the band on. I forgot to record this part, but it's basically the same concept as the sleeve that I just showed you. You have to make sure you clip the edges and stretch the band to make sure it fits at the bottom of the jacket. And I'm just going to get a closer look inside. There's little clipping marks in there to help it get to fit around the bottom. Also match the notches. And we're just taking a closer look. This is a good time if you want to add any type of embroideries or any kind of favorite teams or any kind of appliques or anything. This is a great time to add it now. And this is your doggy hoodie. Thank you so much for watching.